Oh my God. Little higher up. Hey, what's going on, people? We got another live stream. And as always, you know why I don't do clips videos because I fucking hate editing. It sucks. So let's hop into it. This lady, she's got a little petition that I want to share with you guys. We're gonna look at this petition together. Let's see what she has to say.
I launched my plus size travel petition a few months ago, and it went viral. It's been seen by over 100 million people. I wanted to address some misconceptions
100
and some
million.
false information in the media. First, let's clarify who I'm talking about when I say customers of size. Customers of size means any individual whose body might encroach on the neighboring seat when traveling by air. Due to factors like body shape,
Fat people. Yeah. Customer size. Fat people. Fat people.
height,
Yeah. All right. So for real, like I don't care what anybody says. Uh, Fat people on a plane, bro. Like it's fucking annoying. So I'm gonna put out a petition. It's the petition to no longer let people, no plus size people on a plane. How about that? Ugh.
and physical conditions. My plus size travel petition has gained significant attention, shedding light on the experiences and challenges faced by customers of size, and most importantly, calling for better policies and accommodations in the airline industry. So it's really disheartening to see false information being spread, downplaying the significance of this cause. But hey, we gotta stay focused and keep pushing for understanding.
Bro, how narcissistic do you have to be to think that everyone has to change to fit your size for something that's not even inherent to you? Like you can change that shit, but you want people to like, you want everyone else to like accommodate you. That's some narcissism right there. You think you're important like that. That's crazy.
Fairness and inclusivity in the travel industry. Together, we can challenge misconceptions and false information and make a positive impact in the world for customers of size and travelers of all sizes and abilities. So, I wanted to make this video to talk about everything related to my plus size travel petition. I am
Let's
advocating
hear
for
it.
policies and measures to make air travel more comfortable and accessible for plus size travelers. My petition is based on personal experiences of discrimination and discomfort while traveling by myself and with my partner.
All right, hold up. What about tall travelers, okay? Did we get a petition? Huh? Do us tall people, 6'3" and up, do we get a petition? Because those seats they're really uncomfortable, right? If you're a tall motherfucker and you on like a 7-hour flight, bro, that's just so uncomfortable. Tall people's petition, TPP. Let's start it, guys. Come on.
Who's also plus size. We have faced hateful comments, disapproving looks, and even refusal to sit next to us because of our size.
It's not really a disapproving look. It's more of a fuck. Like, God damn it.
The mistreatment of plus size
Like, come on, you're an inconvenience for real. Like, a big person is an inconvenience. Like, just imagine you're in you don't have an aisle seat, right? And like, you get up. I mean, like, you got a window seat and you got a fat person beside you, bro. Or like, you got a fat person here and a fat person there, and you just stuck in the middle, bro. That shit. Or if you sitting and not even their arms, it's not like people were being dicks and they just taking an extra armrest, taking your armrest. Their sides, their fat folds are in your fucking seat, bro. Like this right here, this is a typical this is like a basic freaking seat right here, right? An airline seat. This is like an airline seat right here, bro. And I got fucking space, right? So if you taking up all this space, bro, you gotta be a big motherfucker.
travelers is absolutely unacceptable, and urgent action is needed to protect the dignity and rights of all passengers, regardless of their size. My plus size travel petition aims to bring attention to the mistreatment plus size travelers face and address the absence of policies catering to our needs. We urge that the Federal Aviation Administration, also known as the FAA, require airlines to establish customer of size policies that prioritizes the comfort and well-being of all passengers. The objective is to guarantee that every passenger, regardless of their size, can have a comfortable, safe, and pleasant flying experience, while also considering the needs of their fellow passengers.
I mean, they don't really do that now for like regular people. Like they don't care about your comfort. They're like is it the FAA doesn't give a fuck about your comfort anyway. They care about if it's safe to fly. They don't give a fuck about your comfort. Like I'm pretty sure if it was safe to fly, motherfuckers just stacked up in fucking coffins for people to fly that way. I'm pretty sure they'd do it, but hey, I don't think that's safe. Like that's pretty fucking dangerous. I don't give a fuck about your comfort. The FAA doesn't regulate if you got like enough fucking room space for your legs and shit like that. They just like, hey, is it safe? It is? All right, fly that motherfucker.
To achieve this goal, my plus size travel petition outlines several suggested policies that should be implemented. The first policy is to provide additional accessible seats to customers of size who may require more physical space. This would involve offering an extra free seat or multiple seats to accommodate some plus size travelers' needs and ensure our comfort and safety during our flight. The petition highlights precedents already set by Southwest Airlines and Canadian.
Okay, so fly with Southwest. Like, you expect like companies to spend more money on you? Like they're losing out money if they just keep giving free seats to fat motherfuckers. That makes no sense. Like, what are you talking about? You just want to require them to do this.
Transportation carriers already provide free additional seats to those who physically require them. Additionally, the petition advocates for reimbursement for customers of size who independently purchase their additional seats. This would involve establishing a straightforward refund process.
Give them a refund for being too fat and they need them needing extra seats. Just lose fucking weight. I'm gonna repeat this whole fucking video, bro. Just lose weight. That's all you have to do. Lose some fucking weight, and you can have one seat, no refund. Okay? Just lose fucking weight, bro.
That can easily be accessed online or through customer service, ensuring passengers are not financially burdened for simply seeking the space that they need. I suggest that all airlines should have a clear and accessible set of policies, standards, and procedures that are easy to understand. This should include information on booking extra seats, refund availability, how to request refunds, and what to expect during check-in, boarding, and the flight as a customer of size. As for accommodations, airlines should also have a written procedure for airport assistance to ensure that customers of size have the necessary support they need. This would involve providing information on available airport assistance options and how to request them. The petition also calls for priority boarding for customers of size, as we may require more time and space to get to our seats and get comfortably situated. And alternative seating arrangements should be provided to accommodate larger passengers as situations deem necessary. The petition acknowledges the significance.
You know, now that I think about it, it might cost the airlines more money now just to fly fat people, right? Because they can't, I don't want to say it sounds stupid, but in lieu of sounding so fucking retarded, like you have to have a certain amount of like you can't have a certain amount of weight on your plane, or you gotta like make sure you got the certain weight for the certain the amount of fuel you have in the aircraft and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they have to take that into account. So I'm pretty sure it's costing the airline a little bit something extra to fly a fucking fat person.
Of employee.
Like just imagine you have like five fat people on one plane. Like her size. She looks like she's like 300 plus, bro. That's a lot of fucking weight, bro. That's a lot of weight. And you guys use a lot of gas to move that plane, bro.
Training
Jet fuel. Jet fuel, not gas, bro.
to enable all staff to treat customers of size with dignity and respect. It urges airlines and government agencies that regulate the airline industry to conduct training on using respectful language that does not focus on a person's body size or abilities. The training would also educate employees on how to assist customers of size.
Hold up. Hold up. All right. If you go to an airline and the flight attendant is calling you fat or some shit like that, then that's pretty fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty fucked up. That should not be happening. Train your fucking flight attendants well, okay?
Guaranteeing a pleasant travel experience without discrimination. The petition aims to make travel more accessible for people of all sizes and abilities. It also proposes that all new airplanes should have at least one wheelchair-accessible lavatory, ensuring that all passengers can use the restroom comfortably. The petition also calls attention to the mistreatment and discrimination that customers of size face during TSA screenings to address.
You know what? I never thought about that. I know airlines have handicap bathroom, like they have the handicap rails in the in the planes, right? They have I mean, the plane bathrooms, they have the rails, but do they have any handicap seats? Like, like I don't think they do. I mean, I can see why they wouldn't put like handicap fucking seats in there if it's like because you're gonna have to change the whole frame of the aircraft for that, but or take out a couple seats for that. But that makes sense for somebody in a wheelchair. That doesn't make sense just for a fucking fat person because a fat person can change that shit. Well, a person in a wheel can't really change that they're in a fucking wheelchair.
To address this issue, the petition suggests clear guidelines, agent training, sensitivity training, and accessible screening equipment, all aimed at ensuring that customers of size are treated with respect and dignity during the security screening process. Overall, the petition aims to create a more inclusive and accommodating environment for all passengers, regardless of their size or abilities. By advocating for implementing these policies and measures, we seek to ensure that plus-size travelers are treated with dignity and respect, eliminating discomfort and discrimination during air travel. I want to emphasize the importance of the FAA taking action to protect plus-size travelers, and invite others, including you, to join in demanding these changes to promote a more inclusive and equal travel experience for everybody. Now, let's talk about why I started this petition. My petition was created in response to stories that I've received from my followers and my personal experiences as a plus-size traveler. Many of my followers have avoided flying for years due to discriminatory experiences. Many of us have faced ridicule, humiliation, and embarrassment while flying. However, the struggle begins before we even leave our homes, as there is little to no readily available information for plus-size passengers and customers of size. This is why I started this initiative, to get a conversation initiated.
Bro, what do you mean? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This was tyrannical. Like, they want everyone to adhere to what they want, right? Not everyone is freaking fat. I mean, a majority of America is obese, but obesity is like on the spectrum and shit. It's like, I might be obese right now. That's because I got a high muscle content and shit. But if you're that size, you should already know, like, yo, this shit ain't gonna fit. It's like you saying, hey, roller coaster. I think somebody actually did try to do that. Like, hey, roller coasters should they should have one seat just for obese people. Or they should change the whole design of the roller coaster and the tracks just for obese people. No, we're not doing this. Lose weight. It's your fault that you gained that much weight. I don't want to hear nothing about no thyroid fucking problems, nothing like that. It's your fault. It's your fault that you got that fat, okay? It's your fault.
And to make apparent that there's a desperate need for easily accessible, straightforward policies for how customers of size can navigate each airline in the United States. As a plus-size traveler myself, I have encountered the difficulty of trying to figure out each customer size policy for each airline when there's no section and sometimes no policy in place at all for customers of size. I've also personally experienced discomfort and discrimination during flights. I truly believe that air travel should be
I felt discomfort during flights too, bro. Like, what are you talking about? And my discomfort is from something I can't change. My discomfort is because I'm fucking tall, bro. What the fuck? This is stupid. You can change it. I'm gonna keep saying it. You can change the amount of space you take up.
accessible and comfortable for everybody, regardless of their size or abilities. My firsthand experiences and the stories I've been told highlight the urgent need for change. For instance, my partner has received hateful comments, disapproving looks, and even been refused to sit next to on a flight. Previously,
Yes, because people do not want to sit next to fat people. That's just it. Because you're taking up their space. I pay for this seat right here, right? And your fat is coming all the way over here, so I'm like this and shit the whole flight. I don't want to sit like this. I want to lean back or something. I want to sit forward. I don't want to be uncomfortable the whole. I mean, I don't want to be more uncomfortable than I already am on the fucking flight. Why? Like what?
I've been forced to occupy a single seat with immovable armrests, resulting in pain and bruises all over my thighs and legs. These experiences and the countless others that I've heard from my followers highlight the necessity to advocate for better policies that protect the rights and dignity of all travelers, regardless of their size. I strongly believe that nobody should be mistreated or discriminated against because of their size, and it is crucial to work towards implementing more inclusive policies. Next up, let's talk about how my plus-size travel petition would benefit people if it were to be implemented. If my petition was implemented, it would have a positive impact on many people, not just plus-size people. Firstly, plus-size passengers would no longer be forced to occupy only one seat, which can result in physical pain and vulnerability to poor treatment from fellow passengers. By providing additional accessible seats, plus-size passengers would have the necessary space to be comfortable during their flight, ensuring their safety and well-being as well as those around them. This would help negate air rage and hostility towards plus-size travelers. Next, the reimbursement of funds to plus-size travelers who buy their extra seat ahead of time would provide financial relief and fairness. It would also make the process more straightforward and accessible, allowing passengers to request a refund easily. This would also stop the disproportionate costs that plus-size travelers incur, simply because of needing additional room for their body type. Clear communication of policies would ensure that customers of size have access to all the necessary information, making the booking, check-in, and boarding processes more straightforward and transparent, and less stressful. It would empower passengers to understand their rights and expectations as customers of size. This would allow plus-size passengers the same ability to easily book travel like somebody in a straight-size body. The accommodations outlined, such as larger lavatories, alternative seating arrangements, and a dedicated section for customers of size, would enhance the overall comfort and accessibility of air travel for everyone, not just plus-size passengers. Passengers with disabilities, tall individuals, or individuals who need more space physically would also benefit from these accommodations. Lastly, employee training on accommodating customers of size would foster a more respectful and inclusive environment. It would ensure that airline staff know how to assist those who might be larger in size, and it would promote a positive travel experience for all passengers. Implementing these policies would lead to a positive flying experience for everybody, regardless of their physical size or needs. It would promote inclusivity, dignity, and fairness, creating a more welcoming and accommodating environment in the airline industry. Next, let's talk about the need for clear policies. Air travel poses significant challenges for plus-size individuals due to inconsistent policies across airlines. That's why I initiated this petition, urging for the FAA to mandate that all airlines clearly state their policies within their operations and on their website. So join me in advocating for change and ensuring a more transparent and inclusive travel experience for everybody. Next, let's talk about the precedent that's already been set for some of the policies covered in my plus-size travel petition. Improving the comfort and safety of plus-size passengers requires clear policies. Southwest Airlines sets an
So, hold on. Hold on. I'm waiting for it because she said it would benefit all passengers, right? All passengers. And she just named everything that would help fat people, bro. That's it. She's like, it helped me with like what you mean. So hold up, unless let's hear the psychology of this, right? She's admitting that she knows that she makes it inconvenient for other people. Her herself is an inconvenience for other people. So I think she's just admitting that. She's like, oh, it helped other people because I won't be there. Like what?
incredible example by prioritizing passenger well-being by offering a free second seat or reimbursement for the purchase of an additional seat for comfort and safety of those needing extra space. These policies enhance safety and reduces discomfort and health risks associated with cramped plane seating. Southwest Airlines' inclusive customer size policy should serve as a model for other airlines, encouraging them to accommodate plus-size passengers and eliminate discrimination. Canada has also taken steps towards inclusivity with their one person, one fare policy, which prevents domestic airlines from charging for an additional seat needed for comfort, protecting
No one gives a fuck about Canada.
the rights of plus-size passengers.
They're just America's top
It's
hat.
time for the United States to adopt similar policies and promote inclusivity in air travel. By advocating for transparent policies that eliminate discrimination and ensure confidence during air travel, we can work together to make air travel more inclusive for everybody. So let's prioritize clear policies to enhance inclusivity, safety, and comfort for plus-size individuals, following the examples set by Southwest Airlines and other countries. Next up, let's talk about the status of my plus-size travel petition. The response to the petition has been amazing. We've gathered over 29,000 signatures and counting, with people all over the world joining our movement for a more inclusive travel experience. Together, our efforts have gone viral, reaching over 100 million people in just the last few months. The message is resonating, and major media outlets like CNN, Fox News, CBS, Travel and Leisure, Thrillist, Yahoo, Newsweek, News Nation, The
Nope, hold up. I gotta rewind that a little bit.
reaching over 100 million people policies to enhance inclusivity,
Alright,
safety,
let's
and
hear
comfort
this.
for plus-size individuals, following the examples set by Southwest Airlines and other countries. Next up, let's talk about the status of my plus-size travel
Let's hear it.
petition. The response to the
Let's see if you
petition
got
has been
something.
amazing.
Caught it.
We've gathered over 29,000 signatures and counting, with
29,000 signatures and counting.
people all over the world joining our movement for a more inclusive travel experience. Together, our efforts have gone viral, reaching over 100 million people in just the last few months.
Reaching 100 million people, right? But you only got 29,000 signatures. That should tell you that people aren't really interested. That means people don't fucking agree with you. Like what? You got reaching 100 million people. Only got 29,000 signatures. That means motherfuckers don't give a shit, right? Niggas don't give a fuck about you. Ah, I said that wrong. Don't give a fuck about this, your plight. Your plight, okay?
The message is resonating, and major media outlets like CNN,
And then she said it's resonating. Clearly not. 29,000 people. They probably all fat people. Shit.
Fox News, CBS, Travel and Leisure, Thrillist, Yahoo, Newsweek, News Nation, The Breakfast Club, and Under the Desk News, and even more are starting to notice. We are making waves and raising awareness about the need for plus size.
Listen, okay, listen. If you're an obese person, or if you're a fat person, whatever, and you're like want to be taken seriously in in your videos, trying to petition people to join your fight, ignore or avoid. You should avoid the language that people can use to make fat jokes. Okay, we are making waves. Yeah, damn right you are.
Inclusivity in the travel industry. But we're not done yet. We need your help to make an even bigger impact. So if you haven't already, please
You're in back. Come on, stop it. Stop it. You're doing it on purpose
sign
now.
the petition today by going to change.org/plus size travel. Every signature matters and adds weight to our cause. Together,
Oh, this is ridiculous. The puns are just rolling in. Rolling in. Oh my God, stop it. Just stop it.
we're creating a movement that cannot be ignored. Share the
Not enough movement. Oh shit, I'm sorry. This so wrong. Sorry.
petition with your friends, family, and on social media. Let's show the world the power of our collective voice. With your support, we can revolutionize the travel industry and ensure that every plus size individual can have incredible adventures without discrimination or limitations. So join me and let's make lasting memories together. Next, let's talk about the goals for my plus size petition and the next steps. My first goal is to raise awareness. The primary goal is to spread
Wait, I thought she just didn't she already go over this? What the fuck? She just said that was the beginning.
our message of travel inclusivity far and wide. I use social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to share engaging and informative content about the plus size travel petition regularly. I'm leveraging these platforms to reach individuals who understand and empathize with the challenges faced by plus size travelers. Together, we can amplify our message and unite under a common purpose. The next step is to engage with the media. I actively engage with the media by responding to interview requests to share personal stories of discrimination faced by plus size travelers. Media coverage helps shed light on the urgency and purpose of our cause and helps educate the public. Answer, it has absolutely nothing to do with my plus size travel petition for many reasons. During the 90 Next up, I want to talk about the FAA and how they've responded when press has asked them about my plus size travel petition. When a representative from Travel and Leisure reached out to the FAA regarding my plus size travel petition, the FAA responded with the following sentiments. They referred back to last year when they were accepting comments from the public for 90 days regarding if airplane seats were too small. They stated that they were still sorting through those comments and that they had no comment on my current plus size travel petition. While they did provide an answer, it has absolutely nothing to do with my plus size travel petition for many reasons. During the 90 days that they accepted public comments, they only wanted people to focus on seat dimensions in airplanes. They only wanted people to comment on the seat dimensions in regards to safety, not comfort. During that open comment
No shit. I wonder why. Maybe it's because the FAA doesn't give a fuck about how comfortable you are in your airplane seats. That's the airline's job. The airline want to spend money on bigger planes than they can spend money on bigger planes, but I doubt they're going to do that because that costs a lot of fucking money to build another plane or build planes just specifically for fat people. Okay, if you want a very comfortable experience, get a private jet. Okay, charter a fucking plane yourself. Like what the fuck? Like what are you talking about? Yo said, they just wanted the seat dimensions in regards to safety. No shit. That's what they're in charge of. They're in charge of safety. They're not in charge of your comfort, bro.
nothing was addressed about customers of size or anything that I'm covering in my plus size travel petition. The essence of this petition is to urge the FAA to mandate that companies have readily available policies concerning the procedures for individuals requiring additional space on flights. So while the FAA did provide comment, they have yet to address the issues I bring up in my plus size travel petition. There is
Because your issues aren't what they're in charge of. Stop. How about you don't go to the FAA? Go to the airlines. If you really want to make an impact, Go to go to the FAA. I mean, don't go to the FAA. Go to the airlines. Whatever airline you want to fly with. You said Southwest is cool. Keep flying Southwest. Wow, problem solved. You want real problem solved? Lose fucking weight. Stop eating so much. And that's what. No, that's what you're doing. You're eating too much. Stop eating so much. Problem solved. Move more, eat less. Boom.
A dire need for clear customer size policies. There are airlines that don't even have a customer size policy in place. And there are other airlines who have customer size policies but are known to deviate from the policies that they have outlined. For instance, I've had numerous followers come to me and tell me that some airlines who specify in their customer size policy that individuals who need more space are required to purchase a second seat. Some airlines that explicitly state in their customer size policy that it is required for plus size individuals to purchase a second seat without refund are actually giving refunds if you call over the phone. So only some passengers know this information.
Bro, if I need extra space, if I want extra space, I gotta buy an extra seat. Why you wanna be treated as a special fucking person, bro? If I want extra space, get an extra seat. Or, here you go. Here's a good tip. If you want more space on a flight, book a flight that you see that has less passengers on it and get one of the seats that you see that buy a seat that you in a row that you see no one else is sitting in. Like fly at midnight or something. I don't know. Because I did that once. That shit was beautiful. I was laid across the whole fucking aisle, bro. That shit was great.
And are benefiting, while others are being financially burdened by having to pay for their second seat without reimbursement. This goes to show that there's a desperate need for clear policies across the board. It is essential that every passenger, regardless of their size or abilities, has access to all the pertinent information for navigating specific airlines. Next up, I want to address a huge misconception that's been spread by the media.
All right, let's hear the misconception. This is really what I want to hear because I heard about this shit before. I don't know anything about it. I just saw her TikToks and shit like that. So let's hear what her misconceptions and you guys listen up, okay? Because she's going to tell you what's really happening, all right?
There's been a misunderstanding that I want other passengers to foot the bill for the policy changes outlined in my petition, but that is far from the truth. If anything, I believe that it is the airline's responsibility to ensure the comfort and safety.
I mean, kind of do. Because if you do that and then the airlines adhere to your policies, the tickets will go up. The price of tickets will go up. Like if they buy new planes or if they do a huge overhaul of all their fucking 747s or whatever 646 727s, all them fucking planes, if they do like complete overhaul, that's gonna cost money. If you want them to keep giving refunds to a bunch of people, that's going to cost money. Like everything she's been saying is like money, 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 money. And then the airlines, they're just going to be like, yo, we're spending all this money. We need to get that back. So who is it going to come down on? The rest of the fucking passengers. So yeah, it will. It will be a cost on the other people.
Of all passengers. The airlines have had a history of overselling flights and price gouging customers.
True.
That being said, they've continued to lower the standard for comfort and safety for said passengers.
Ah, comfort, sure, but safety, I doubt it because the FAA actually regulates that. So comfort, yeah, them motherfucking seats are uncomfortable as shit. But if you fly on a good, if you do a good flight, if you go with a good airline, then there's just their seats are comfortable as hell. It's just all what you like. If you pay good money, then you'll get a good fucking seat. Like her, she can fly first class if you want to. Just fly first class. You can buy an extra seat, right? That's what you want? No. She wants to be reimbursed for an extra seat.
It's time for them to take responsibility of guaranteeing a better flying experience for all passengers.
What? Take responsibility. You need to take responsibility, bro.
Comfort and safety is not the responsibility of individual passengers.
It's not really, but when it comes to weight, it is. Like if you're fat and you're uncomfortable because you're fat, then that's on you.
Airlines are supposed to be serving us, yet they only do what they think is best for their bottom line. Southwest Airlines offers competitive
Yes. Okay. So why would you expect them to do something that's going to hurt their bottom line? You just answered your own fucking question of how this petition is going to do, of how they're going to actually respond. They care about their bottom line. You're saying, oh, yeah, let implement policies that's going to hurt your bottom line. They're going to be like, fuck no, bro. Get out of here.
Prices for their airline tickets, even while offering an amazing customer size policy for plus size travelers and travelers who need more space. They allow passengers who need more space to be given a complimentary
Southwest is shit when it comes to prices, bro. I hate Southwest prices. That's why I never fly Southwest. No, I rarely fly Southwest. Fly Spirit, okay? And don't you be hating on Spirit. Spirit is the safest fucking airline out there. Their cheap seats are cheap, and they got the Airbuses, but they got the safest fucking rating. I don't even think they've had one accident. They might have one. I don't know, but I know they get their maintenance done like every fucking. I don't think it's every time the plane lands, but it's like damn near close to it. They maintain their aircraft like a motherfucker. So that was a tangent, but don't hate on fucking Spirit. Spirit is great.
second seat.
I think people treat Spirit like they treat like iPhone users treat Androids. They just be like, oh, you flew Spirit, fuck Spirit. I flew Delta. That's what they be doing. Spirit is great.
They are able to do this without passing the cost on to other consumers. And if they can do it, then so can other airlines. Next up, I want to talk about the misconception that I'm from Canada. I live in Vancouver, Washington, not Vancouver, BC. If I were from Canada, I would have the nationwide benefit of using the one person, one fare policy, which would provide me with an additional seat for comfort at absolutely no cost to me, meaning there would be no need for me to petition the FAA. Next up, I want to talk about a common response to my plus size travel petition. People have argued that since they have to pay more for luggage if it weighs more, plus size passengers should have to pay more for their airplane tickets. They compare people having to pay for a second seat to having to pay for overweight luggage. But let me set the record straight. These are not the same things.
You are the overweight luggage. What are you talking about?
Once you check your luggage at the airport, there's a person that has to physically transport that luggage onto the plane. And did you know that back injuries are very common for ramp agents who are responsible for getting
It's not just because of that, bro. It's because of the weight of the fucking plane. What are you talking about? Why do you think they weigh the fucking luggage? They be like, we need this amount of fuel to go this amount of miles and with this amount of weight. Okay? You add more weight, they add more fuel.
the luggage onto the plane? To lower the risk of back injury, strict standards have been set on how much luggage can weigh.
Because I don't know if you guys know this, right? But planes, they don't fill up entirely. Okay? They don't fill up all the way. They fill up enough to get, because if I'm not mistaken, it's dangerous to land a plane when fuel, like when there's like a bunch of fuel in the tank, whatever. So they fill it up just enough. They plot their course and they do all the calculations for the weight and the miles, air travel. Then they they fill up as necessary, right? They don't fill it up like a fucking gas tank. They don't be like, hey, let's just fill it all up to the top. No. So yes, that's why it'll cost more.
And how to appropriately handle that luggage. Let's be clear, luggage is an inanimate object, and people are human beings. Humans have a right to a certain level of decency, respect, and safety. Not to mention, weighing customers and charging them more based on their weight is a discriminatory practice, and something that would have a significant negative impact on the airline industry as a whole. At the end of the day, we're paying to get from point A to point B when we book a flight. Everybody deserves to have the space they need when getting from point A to B. If we're paying the same price, we deserve to have the same experience. Meaning that people who need more space because of their body size should be given said space. Next, I want to talk about plus size discrimination. Everybody, regardless of size, deserves dignity and respect. Discrimination happens when people are treated unfairly because they are different. Targeting plus size individuals, treating them as lesser, is straight up discrimination. We have witnessed too many cases of public shaming of plus size travelers. This not only violates our rights, but also fuels harmful stereotypes and fat phobia. It's time to stop this hostility and create an inclusive environment. Plus size individuals do not go out of their way to inconvenience others. We want policies and accommodations that provide us with the space and comfort that we need. Blaming us or perpetuating discrimination is unfair. Instead, let's challenge discriminatory attitudes, implement the right policies, and prioritizing the well-being of all passengers. Together, we can create a future where everyone feels valued and respected, regardless of their size or abilities. Let's talk about the claim that plus-size people are taking away airplane seats from other individuals who need them. Oh, and if you think that plus-size discrimination doesn't exist, just take a look at my comment section. People like to claim that being given or even purchasing an additional second seat is taking that seat away from another person. But those same people also say that they don't want to sit next to a plus-size person. And here's the thing. You can't have it both ways. The simple fact is that plus-size people exist. They always have, and they always will. So stop holding us to this hypocritical standard. It's not fair to us plus-size people or society. The airline industry has a responsibility to make this right. Because in fact, they are the ones who created this environment. And this is where the problem
Bro, I don't know how many times I have to say this, bro. You're the problem. Fix your problem. That's it.
originated from. Airlines built airplanes with profit in mind. That's why there's so much hostility on planes, because there's not enough space for people. That is also the reason that not everybody who travels can use the airplane lavatory. And how many flights have you been on where there's been empty seats available? A common practice in the airline industry is to oversell flights, meaning that there's usually at least a few seats available. Those seats could be given to somebody to make them more comfortable. So no, we're not taking that seat away from another person. We deserve to take up space just as much as anybody else. Now I want to
But no one else is taking up space. You're the one that's taking up the space. What the fuck are you talking about? This is so stupid.
talk about the argument that this is asking for special treatment. I did not start this
that
petition to fight for myself. I started this
Yes, you did.
petition to fight for every plus-size individual out there, or anybody who needs more space when flying. I did not start this petition so that I could get free seats on planes. In fact, when I travel, I purchase my second seat ahead of time. The purpose of this petition is not about special treatment, it's about fair
But wait, purchased the ticket another seat ahead of time, but you just said that
treatment.
you fly with Southwest and they give you a refund. And you said that if they like it, if an airline doesn't give you a refund, it's discriminatory. So yes, you want special treatment. That's just bullshit. Stop the cap.
It's about trying to ensure that plus-size passengers have a similar traveling experience to other passengers. It addresses the inequalities we face and aims to prioritize the comfort and safety of all passengers, regardless of their size. People have compared this issue to someone needing extra seats to take a nap. This statement right here shows the difference in experiences.
I mean, I wouldn't compare it to that, but
And is the reason we need to promote fairness and equality. Plus-size individuals deserve to have adequate space when flying. Laws in Australia
you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve to have adequate space. If you deserve the adequate space, you would pay for the adequate space, right? I don't deserve more space just because I bought one seat. It doesn't make any sense.
in Canada and the Southwest Airlines customer size policy prove that inclusive policies can be implemented successfully. My petition strives for positive change by calling for clear guidelines and equal treatment, ensuring that plus-size travelers have a fair experience without financial burdens or discrimination. Next, I want to talk about how plus-size people are harassed while average-size people are praised when speaking about the same topic, small airplane seats. I want to address the unfair treatment faced by plus-size individuals like myself who speak up about small airplane seats.
Let's hear it. It's probably because when we say, hey, the airplane seats are so fucking small, it's because us, as normal sized individuals, right? They are fucking a little cramped, okay? They're a little fucking cramped. You and all we would need to do is like lift the armrest. We're not saying, hey, airplane seats are small. Let's make them 2 seats. We're saying airplane seats are small as shit. God damn it. That's it. Or airplane seats are small. God damn it, I got paid for a first class seat. But you're saying airplane seats are small. And hold up. We're not saying airplane seats are so small that we can't fit in them. You're saying airplane seats are so small that I can't fit in them, and they should just redesign a fucking aircraft so it can fit more fat people. Like what?
Average-sized people with the same complaint are praised. Take a look at my comment section. Now compare it to an average-sized person who's speaking about the same thing. In my comment section, I'm harassed, threatened, and more. While average-sized
Don't threaten her. She seems like a lovely individual.
people are praised for their courage. This double standard is unjust, and it's time for a change. It's not only plus size folks who struggle. Even those of average size can experience discomfort. And many average size people would also agree that plane seats are too small. The root of the problem lies in the cramped seating.
I don't think people would say they're too small. They're just they're just really cramped, and that's it. I wouldn't say they're too small. Like they wouldn't say, oh, they're like I just said. They wouldn't say they're so small that I couldn't fit in them. They're just saying, ah, shit, man. And it's not even like uncomfortably too much to sit in them. It's that just that people want to be like leaning over and shit like that. Like if you're in a seat and you're just sitting back, like if you was just sitting back for like 30 minutes, you'll be good. Because it's not like people are complaining about their like driver's seat in their fucking car and shit. It's just that for a long ass flight, it's just like, ah man, gotta sit here uncomfortably. And I think that mostly the most uncomfortable time is when you're taxiing back to the airport or whatever. Those are because you can't move and the seatbelt is on you. It's just fucking it's annoying. But other than that, when you're up 35,000 feet, it's just like, yeah, I can get up, move around, shit like that.
Rather than the body size of the individuals. Airline seats are too small for many people, regardless of their size or weight. Even tall people have signed my petition and said that they know the struggle all too well. It's crucial to prioritize fairness and respect.
But how would your fucking petition help tall people? Like if like it's not saying, hey, if you need an additional seat to your left or right, I can sit like this, maybe, but I just buy another ticket for that. Like like I'm not so self-absorbed that I need to petition. I need to sign a petition, tell the airline to change everything about what the fuck they do.
Respect for everyone, regardless of their body size, height, or abilities during air travel. So again, if you think plus size discrimination doesn't exist, tell me why there's such a double standard. Next up, I want to talk about the argument that plus size people should just lose weight if they want to travel. We need to talk about the
Let's hear it because that's my argument. Lose weight, lose the fucking weight.
unfairness of expecting people to lose weight as a quick fix. Making weight
Yes,
loss seem like an easy and cheap solution ignores the complexity of managing weight and
it is a easy and cheap solution.
the fact that
It's cheaper than the airlines spending millions of hundreds of millions of dollars to redesign aircraft.
it's not feasible or possible for everyone. Putting all the responsibility
What do you mean it's not feasible or possible for everyone? It's definitely feasible and possible for everyone to lose fucking weight, bro. Eat less, move more. That's all you gotta do. Move more. Or eat the same, just move more than what you're eating. Your calorie intake is too high. That's all that means.
on individuals to fit a specific body size overlooks the broader need for changes in the airline industry and the
There's no need to. Okay, just fuck. I hate this video because I'm just saying the same thing. Just imagine, bro. Someone's telling you, "Hey, change your size. Go to the gym. Do a little more movement, right? Get up." And you're saying, "No. Why are you putting the responsibility of my weight on me? The airline should change all their aircraft. Me change? No. Individual? No. Do we want all the airlines to change?"
fact that the airline industry needs to be more inclusive. Instead of blaming individuals who might not have control over their weight, let's focus on transforming the industry to be accommodating and inclusive for everybody. It's important to understand that the size and comfort of airplane seats should not depend on weight loss. We should fight for a system where everybody pays the same price and can still feel safe and comfortable without discrimination and judgment. Fairness and inclusivity means recognizing that weight and body size are diverse and complex. It's way more complicated than telling someone to just simply lose weight. Let's shift the conversation.
Your body is not designed to be fat. Like, just let's keep it 100, okay? Your body is not designed to carry that much weight. That's why when you get fat, your body starts to fuck itself up. Your bones start to hurt. Your breathing changes. You get fucking big ass swollen ankles and shit like that. Because your body is not designed to take that much weight.
to advocate for industry-wide changes, like roomier seating options, so that everyone, regardless of their body size or weight, can travel with comfort and dignity. By creating a more inclusive industry, we can ensure that all passengers are respected and accommodated without being burdened unfairly. Next up, I want to talk about wheelchair-accessible lavatories and how they're on the way but not coming soon enough. In my plus-size travel petition, I outlined that there should be wheelchair-accessible lavatories on all planes. There has been some progress made, but it's frustratingly slow.
How can you do that? Because wheelchairs are accessible lavatories. That means the wheelchair seats would have to be in the front of the plane where you get on the plane. And it has to be right there. Then they would have to change the design of the aircraft so the wheelchairs can fit through that because those aisles aren't really big enough for a whole wheelchair to just slide through. So then you'll have to redesign that. No, because the front of the aircraft is usually more spacious, like where the cockpit is to get in the bathroom. Eh, I guess.
We might have to wait decades before we see any changes.
Yes, because if the aircraft, I mean, if airlines don't have that many aircraft that can do that, then yes, it'll take decades for them to fucking get rid of all their old planes and bring in new ones, or uh, strip down their old aircraft, redesign them, and then bring them back in, make sure they're all up to code or whatever, all that shit. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's like saying that, oh, if Ford wants to get rid of all of their gas vehicles and just bring in all electrics from the whole world, right? But it's not happening fast enough because there's still gas cars out there.
Current laws just don't cut it. But here's the thing. With the petition, we have the chance to make our voices heard now. More and more people are struggling to fit into those tiny airplane lavatories. Currently, the wait period is 45 years before wheelchair-accessible lavatories are available on all planes. This is downright scary and creates huge obstacles for plus-size travelers and those with disabilities. We shouldn't be squeezing people into those tiny airplane lavatories anymore. And what about the people who can't use them at all, like me? We need to see
Lose weight if you can't use them. Boom.
significant changes made in this industry. We should not be squeezing people into those tiny airplane
Right.
lavatories anymore.
And for anyone who wants to say, I don't know if she's in a wheelchair, that looks like a wheelchair behind her. It might be a fucking seat. It looks, wait, actually, it might just be a seat. It could be her just doing this. But if she is in a wheelchair, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you can't work out if you're in a wheelchair. Yeah, you can hit some of these, you know? Hit some of these. And she's fat. She's not fucking disabled, right? You can move your legs, you know? Do some weight, you know? Move your neck. Uh, put some weight on your neck and shit like that. Do some arm raises. You know, move your body. Lose some calories. Burn some calories. And stop fucking eating.
We're compromising safety and fairness. We can't just sit around and wait. People deserve to be able to use the restroom on planes. The progress we're seeing now is not enough to solve the problems faced by plus-size individuals and those with disabilities. It's time to raise our voices and demand better from the airline industry. We need to take action and we need to do it now. We all deserve to fly in a safe, comfortable, and fair way. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already and you want to sign my
All right, I'm done with her. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And if you haven't done already, leave a like, comment, share it. I don't give a fuck. Subscribe. I don't give a fuck. Just, you know, I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourself. And that's it for me. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you guys later.